Hi, my name is Jamie Burrows and I'm the CEO of ZiCi. Thanks for visiting our website. We deliver a business intelligence service online that assists you in measuring and therefore managing and therefore reducing your telecommunications expenditure. Now, Gartner report that the first world telco billing is on average 10% inaccurate. So let's do the math on that for a moment. How much is 10% of your monthly bill? How much is that amount month on month and year on year? Do you know if your bill's accurate? How would you know if your bill's accurate? Let's go one step further and consider a credit that may be due. If the credit goes back a reasonable amount of time, what impact would that have on your bottom line? Now, our service in very simple terms draws down your usage from your voice network, be it voice over IP or analog, and we map that usage data to your contracted tariffs. So think about it for a moment. It's your actual usage from your network and it's your agreed tariffs that you've signed up to with your supplier. That gives you your factual and actual amount that you should be paying each month. But understanding your bill and ensuring that your bill is correct is more than just the factual amount. It's about ensuring that you're paying for what you're using and that your usage is appropriate. We can do some really cool things in that regard. Let me show you what I mean. So this is the dashboard that we're looking at here. And this distills from a large amount of data to the first page that you visit, key performance indicators. It's customizable and you could have different key performance indicators depending if you're a CFO or an IT manager, depending on what your business is and what your concerns are. But in this example we have two exceptions on the top. One on the top left is the 10 most expensive extensions. In this example it's 1 day, but it would normally be 1 week or 1 month. On the y-axis we have the dollar figures, and on the bottom, the x-axis, we've got extension numbers. Now, on any of our graphs, if you hold the cursor over any part of the column, you'll see a screen snap here of the person's name, the amount that the sub-column is reporting on in dollar terms and in description terms. So here we have Simon calls, service calls at $96 against the total calls of the column of 162. So we could click through on any parts of those columns and immediately snap to the extension level detail. By scrolling down in this example, we can see a number in red, which is $94. This was a call that was expensive. Therefore, it was distilled to the dashboard so that you can see precisely where your expenses or excessive expenses are being incurred. Now, on the right-hand side, we have the most expensive calls for this period that we're reporting. On the bottom we have two trends. The bottom right is the summary of 13 months calling and how the costs have been apportioned between the various call types. On the bottom left side we've got the same 13-month trend analysis, and you can hold the cursor over any part of this graph to see the month's data that's been reported. Let's click through to February, for example. Now this is the cost summary data for February, and this is the point at which you can check to see that your bill is correct. If you have a look down to see the call type, local, national, etc., under February are the dollar figures. Now this figure here, this 26.8K, that's the exact figure that you should be paying. That's the figure that your bill should read. We've compared that dollar figure in February and changed terms from the month prior, January 06, in cost and percent terms, and then we've compared it to February 05, the month before. Now often CFOs will get us to load the budget in at this point so they can compare their month's costs with their budgets. Scrolling down we see the 13 months call history by type. Now our business objective is that we have 4 seconds to communicate to a busy executive what a table of numbers needs to be saying. So here in 4 seconds, given the illustration on the right, we see that the costs are apportioned evenly between the various call types, and we have an overall dip at around Easter and around January or March. That's all a busy executive needs to see at this point. Another example of some neat things that we can do is a what if price scenario tool. So if you're considering alternative plans or alternative suppliers, you're able to load their rates into your reports and rerun previous month's usages. So you're able to see what impact their tariffs have on your actual usage to see whether the savings justify any procurement. Just an example, we do a lot of neat things. If you need to know more, please contact us. Thanks again for visiting ZiCi.